Hey everybody, and welcome back to Storytime with JRP. We're continuing my book, Laurence Grey, Secret of the Lost Roanoke Colony, and we're currently in chapter 44. So if you're just joining us, head back to chapter 1 so you don't miss any crucial details. So a brief recap of chapter 43, Grey realized his mistake that he should have gone to the city of Huntington rather than the Huntington Library in San Marino, and they headed there to the city's library where they found a secret chamber hidden behind the library, and they're about to head to there right now in chapter 44, titled Roanoke Awaits. Just like a sesame, the bookshelf turned all the way around to the back of the wing, but they were not outside. "This must be the lost wing of the library," said Grey in the inky blackness. A light flashed on. It was Jose's phone ringing with the "Everything is Awesome" ringtone. He answered. "Hello? No pull today, Joe. I'm on a mission with this guy. No, I don't know too much about it, but I do know I'll be rich from all the time I've been spending with him." "Well, the lead guy here is General Sheldon, and he's..." Sheldon knocked the phone out of Jose's hand. Once again, it was completely dark. Then Sheldon shot the phone. "We can't have outsiders knowing what's going on, Gonzales. Watch your mouth." Someone turned on a flashlight. It was one of the assassins. Then Sheldon turned on his own, followed by another. Grey raised an eyebrow. Sheldon shrugged. "I'd like to be prepared." Finally, the flashlights scanned around the group. It became obvious that, in all the confusion, the other 6 assassins were left on the other side. Only Jose, Laurence, Sheldon, and 2 assassins from here were left. Then the beams of light traced out into the darkness. There were multiple old bookcases, all empty. It was a fairly large room, perhaps 100 square feet. It had been untouched for over 50 years. Dust, cobwebs, and disorder plagued the room. Tables lay overturned, chairs on their sides. "Spread out," ordered Sheldon. "We weren't led here by accident. If you find anything, give a yell." The 5 split up, going down separate aisles. Grey could barely see, since he was the only one without a flashlight. Upon thoroughly searching the shelves, he discovered a lone book on the bottom shelf in the corner. The second he touched the book, the room began to vibrate. A large trapdoor sprung open next to him, revealing an even more complete and utter darkness. "Guys, over here!" He looked around and found a convenient ladder and a rope on a nearby wall. The 2 assassins, Jose and Sheldon, reached Grey and the trapdoor. Apparently, though, the second assassin didn't see the trapdoor and fell headlong into the dark pit. His fading scream was seared into the memories of the remaining 4 forever. Sheldon looked at Grey. "We go down from here." Everyone worked together to fasten the ladder to the floor, letting it hang into the hole. The rope was then tied to the edge of the ladder. "Assassin number 46, get down that ladder and rope," began Sheldon. "I want to see the depth of this hole." The assassin quickly jumped into the hole. When he got to the bottom of the rope, he dropped a flashlight into the pit below. It fell for a good 5 or 6 seconds, until a faint splash was heard. It was then that Grey heard the assassin's voice for the first time. "General," began the assassin, "the hole is approximately 220 feet in depth. I believe there is also an underground river below. We'll have to find a flotation device somewhere." It was evident to Grey that, strangely, the assassin was female. Oh, I gave it a male voice earlier, so pretend I had a female voice just now. But Grey didn't have time to ponder the irregularity of that detail, because at that moment, Jose yelled out, "I found an inflatable raft!" "Great," responded Sheldon. "This is going to be tricky. The inflatable raft, when inflated, is clearly bigger than the opening to the hole. We'll have to open it in the hole and sort of jump onto it as it's falling." But by this time, the assassin finished climbing out of the hole. "I highly advise against that, General. The odds are near impossible of all 4 of us successfully leaping onto the raft." Sheldon shook his head. "I'm aware of that, but it's what we have to do." Just then, Grey spoke up. "Wait, I found another inflatable raft." "Good," said Sheldon. "You and me will go first, then Assassin 46 and Gonzales." "Well, okay, let's go now," replied Grey. "There's no time to waste." Sheldon nodded. "That's right. Jason only has 45 minutes left." They climbed down the ladder and slid partway down the rope. "Now, Grey," said Sheldon. Grey popped up on the raft. They both placed a hand on it. With a nod to each other, they leapt onto the raft and plummeted into the watery depths below. And that is it for that chapter, guys. Do you think Grey and Sheldon are going to survive the drop? If not, what will happen to his son Jason? We just have to find out in tomorrow's chapter, guys. All right, I'll see you then.